Alright guys, I've been going for a long time, and when I come back, I got this terrible quality video. I'm sitting here in my car. But look, I wanted to get back to you guys, let you know what's going on. And right now I'm sitting outside my job. I'm about to go in there, but first I wanted to check in with you guys. So check it, I've been going for a while, right? Like over a month. And the last video I posted is when I failed on 545. Couldn't even get it off the ground. When just a couple weeks before that, I got it for 3 reps. So the reason I had to just like take a step back, things started falling apart for me. That wasn't just a one-time thing. It wasn't just a bad day. It was like repeatedly happening for me. And this is the same thing that happened to me last year. And it's the same way because last year on Memorial Day, I hit new PRs. I had if you guys remember, I had a push-pull cookout. I had a cookout. I bench pressed and deadlift. I hit 431 pounds with the kilogram plates on bench press. And I hit 551 pounds on deadlift. And honestly, I think I had more in me, but everybody was rushing me to start cooking the burgers and stuff. So, but then within a month, I couldn't come close to those numbers. I was like, I'm talking about last year, I couldn't come close to those numbers. Within a month, I was like 50 pounds weaker on all my lifts. And the thing is, it's impossible to get that weak that fast. If you're still training, you can't even train bad and cause yourself to get that weak. Like, you're not going to lose 50 pounds on your lift as long as you're still lifting. That's crazy, not within a month. So it wasn't the strength, it was something going on with me. Like, there was something, like my fatigue was too high. Whether it was something going on with the training, causing my fatigue to go too high, or whether it was something going on outside the gym. I don't know. And that, carried on into the fall. Like, because what happened last year is it kind of got in my head. I didn't think it was something outside the gym or it was the way I was training was wrong. I thought I just had bad form. So I started just over-analyzing my deadlift, and I was going crazy trying to figure out how to deadlift properly. And that was just making me overthink it. So then when I'm going to lift it, I'm already not feeling like lifting because of the way I'm feeling. And it just was a horrible combination. So it just screwed me over for a long time. And lo and behold, the same thing started happening again. I hit some really big rep PRs on Memorial Day this year. I hit 430 pounds. The Monday before Memorial Day, I hit 430 pounds for 5 reps on squat. I hit 375 pounds for 5 reps on bench press on Memorial Day weekend. And that same day, I hit 545 pounds for 3 reps on deadlift. And those were all big PRs for me. So the strength was there. The training was causing me to get stronger. But within a few weeks, I couldn't even hit those rep PRs for a single. And it wasn't just a one-time thing. It was every time I was coming in. Now, this is how my mentality is. This is how I always treat bad days. Just push through it. Just push through it. Do the best you can. Go give the same effort you would have gave, but just do it with the weight that you can handle, because you're going to get stronger. You're going to come back next time, and you'll have a good workout next time. But it wasn't working because I kept doing that, and I wasn't getting stronger next time. I was getting weaker. So what I was doing wasn't working. Now, like I said, it was like everything was falling apart, and I got to try to figure out how to put the puzzle back together. What's causing all this to happen? Since both times it happened right at the same time, Memorial Day, am I just weaker in the summer? Is there something about the seasons that I don't know. Is it the training? Is the training catching up to me? I'm an old man. I can't handle the volume. I don't know. But the bottom line is, I'm still not sure. If it's something for the training, something outside the gym, I'm not sure. But I know one thing. The solution had to be the same. Because it was the fatigue was getting too high. The fatigue was getting too high, so it was hiding the strength. Because the strength still has to be there. You can't lose that much strength that fast, like I keep saying. So I just had to pull back. So let me think, what should I do? So you know what? I'm going to do some power building stuff. Basically, 90% bodybuilding. The way I'm doing my power building, the way I was doing my power building, as soon as all this, I just had to figure I had to take a step back. I was only doing 3 days a week. That's not really bodybuilder style. Because, they're in there 5 days a week, bro splits, whatever. But for me, I was trying to take a step back while still getting some good quality training in. I started going to the gym. The dungeon, I had to take the stuff out of the basement. That's going to have to be another video. I'm going to have to explain that to you because this is going to be long enough. But anyways, I started going to the gym because I wanted to be able to work the machines. I wanted to be able to really do some, some bodybuilder style training because I wanted to be able to train hard without accumulating too much fatigue. I wanted to really be able to work the muscles, feel good, feel like I really worked the muscles without killing myself, without accumulating too much systemic fatigue. So I did that. I started going 3 days a week. But the only thing different than just doing a bodybuilder style training is, besides it's only 3 days a week, the only thing different to make it power building, I wasn't doing it the traditional power building way of doing a lot of fives mixed in and things like that. No. strictly bodybuilder style, but I was adding a heavy single at the beginning on the all big 3 lifts. And I was starting off, moderately heavy in a moderate range, and then I was linearly progressing every single session, giving myself a lot of room to build up. Then I did that for 2 weeks. I started feeling great. Man, I started looking forward to training again. I was getting into the gym. I was loving it. Oh, one other thing I didn't mention yet. I cut out caffeine. Now, I'm somebody that relies on that high energy, especially when it comes to deadlifts. But when things started going south, I ordered pre-workout. I got some nose torque, and I'm trying all that stuff, and nothing is doing anything. So I said, forget it. I don't need to push myself like that because I'm just accumulating too much fatigue. Drop the caffeine, drop the pre-workout, drop all of it, man. I wasn't even drinking soda with caffeine in it. All that's been cut out. I haven't had any of it since that last video I posted with 545. Not to say I quit caffeine. I'm never going to have it again. I just haven't been using it now because I'm like, I need to take a step back so I could eventually take 2 steps forward. And I feel like I'm doing that right now. But, so anyways, I did that for 2 weeks. That style of training I described. I did that for 2 weeks, and I was feeling great. I was feeling great. I was feeling good again. And I'm getting sore. The next day, from doing all these high reps and all these accessories, my glutes are sore. It's hard to freaking walk. My chest is sore. My chest ain't been sore in years. My triceps feel like they're going to pop off the bone on certain days. Like everything's getting sore. It feels good, and I don't have that high fatigue level. Then after 2 weeks of training like that, my boy Tomas comes up to me and tells me, or actually he wrote me on Instagram and tells me, there's a deadlift party coming up, brother, August 7th. So I'm like, okay, I'm feeling good. Things are going in a good direction. Let me keep doing this power building style training because I really am starting to love it. And the other reason too wasn't just to lower the fatigue and, enjoy the workouts again, but it's because I want to build muscle because I'm going to get off on a little sidetrack here, but it's important to mention this. I think most people know it, but some people don't. We make our muscles stronger. We get stronger by doing low reps, heavy weight. We train our muscles to be stronger. But an easy way to get stronger is to build more muscle. Just building more muscle doesn't automatically make you stronger a lot of the time. But you could train that more muscle you have now to be stronger. So now you have more potential to become stronger. Okay, so that was the other reason that I wanted to stick with this power building style training. I guess you could call this style training a conjugate style, even though it's nowhere near like what people talk about, like when they're referring to conjugate, they talk about West Side. Conjugate just means to be doing all your training at one time, all the different styles of training, instead of doing it in like a block periodization where you have hypertrophy, then you have strength, and then you have peaking. I'm doing it all at once because I'm just doing singles, so that's like peaking, and I'm doing my hypertrophy training. So my strength training is with the singles, which is like peaking, and I'm doing hypertrophy all at the same time. So it's conjoining all the training together as a conjugate. But I said, all right, let me up the training now. When I found out about this deadlift party, I want to do this August 7th. Sounds good. So I'm like, let me turn it up a notch. Step it up. So I started doing still bodybuilder style training, but I went 4 days a week. And what I'm doing now, 4 days a week, upper lower split. It's rough, man, because lower split, we're talking about squats and deadlift on the same day. And I added in, instead of just doing singles now, I added in a back offset. For bench press, I added in 3 back offsets, but it's still, the first set's a single, and then 3 back offsets of 10. So like I said, power building style, building that chest, but with the main lift. And then I go to the accessories. That's on upper body day. On lower body day, it's a heavy single on squat, a heavy single on deadlift, 2 sets of 8 on squat, and then 1 set of 6 on deadlift, and then a whole bunch of accessories. And I got some footage I'm gonna share with you guys. It's been going good, man. I like it. It's tough. And I'm doing this linear periodization, so I'm going up every single week. Now it's getting to the point that's getting really tough, man. There's no more where it's easy, where I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm taking a break. Now my foot is on the gas again, because now I'm up to the point where it's brutal, man. Today I was in there for 3 freaking hours, man. Actually, over 3 hours. But the way I'm doing it is I'm going up every week. So I started off on the first week of this upper lower split doing 3 sets of accessories. Well, what happened? The phone just cut out. They told me you're rambling too much. So I'm going to try to wrap this up. The first week, 3 sets of each accessory. There's 4 accessory exercises with 3 sets of each. The main lifts stay the same. The sets and reps don't change. Only the accessories change. The second week, it goes up to 4 sets of each exercise on accessories. The third week, it goes up to 5 sets, and that's where I'm at to right now, and it was brutal. So in the beginning, I'm out of there in like an hour and a half. Today, it was like 3 hours, because also at the same time, the main lifts, the weight is going up, and the amount of volume is going up, so it's just brutal, man. I'm going to upload the footage so you guys can check it out, but I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good about training again. got this deadlift party coming up. Come on, you guys know what my goal is. It's still the same. I got to get that 6 plates, 585. I'm feeling good about getting it because I haven't had any caffeine. I'm going to have, like I said, I'm not quitting caffeine. See, that's the ace up the sleeve. Caffeine's going to come out on that day. No pre-workout, but probably going to down a bang. It's going to be that crazy atmosphere, that live atmosphere. There's going to be at least 3 people pulling over 700. So it's the big dogs are going to be there. So there's no way I'm going to look at 6 plates and think it's heavy. Like, that's got to go up. I'm feeling good. It's going to happen. I think I figured something out about the first rep on deadlift. It's feeling great today. I'll get to that in another video. All right, I'm going to upload the footage from today's training so you can see what's been going on. All right, guys. Thanks for staying with me. Thanks for being there, rocking with me, still being around while I'm trying to put these things back together, figure out what's going on.